Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Kevin Sullivan Advice Channel. Thanks for watching my channel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's topic will be called the narcissist that hump and dump. Beware of the hump and dump narcissist. So, ladies and gentlemen, this narcissist here, the hump and dump narcissist, whether it's a male and it's female, their thing is to hump and dump. Just all they are running around doing, and this is what they're doing all day, every day, year after year. They humping and dumping. That's all they doing. That's all they about. They're humping and they're dumping, and their mission and goal and their main objective is to get you, hump you, dump you. That's it. So we need to be careful and be aware of this and understand what's going on and how this works. We know it's different type of people, and different people want different things. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath, or you dealing with just a toxic person, or different type of people who just this all they're about. This is what they do. This is their main thing. That's it. They hump and they dump. So that's all they want to do is get you, hump you, and dump you, and move on to the next one and do this over and over. And if you're not careful, you will end up always being in situations to where you're dating and you're dating and you're dating and you're dating, and you're just getting in and out of different situations or fake false relationships with these type of toxic people, because you don't know or understand or see that this is their goal. And especially when you're on dating sites, we have to understand is that it's 90%, 80 to 90% of narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, and toxic people on these dating sites. That's who is on them. And so just by that alone, that will keep you on the dating scene for a long time, because you will keep dating and dating because you're trying to find that person. And then what happens is you'll end up getting humped and dumped most of the time. Or you'll end up getting in a relationship with one that won a relationship. And then a few years later or months later, you'll end up in that breakup or in a divorce because you're dealing with a toxic person, a narcissist, a sociopath, or a psychopath. So this will keep you on a dating scene forever or for a very long time, because what you have to understand is that that's who are mostly on these dating sites. 80 to 90% of them, which I would say 90% of them, is on these dating sites. Think about how many dating sites that it is. Think about most people are dating. They're dating and been dating for a while, and everybody's dating. A lot of people are still dating. Some of y'all in marriages and in relationships, and your partner, your toxic, narcissistic, sociopath, or psychopath partner, they are dating other people while they are in a relationship with you or married to you. Some of you while you are pregnant. Oh, that reminds me. Also, let me say this. There's also narcissists that see they are still dating and they're in a relationship or marriage. And so they are on the dating sites to catch new bait, new supply. Because most narcissists get in a relationship and build a relationship, move in, live together with their husband or wives, or their boyfriend or girlfriend, and that where they live at becomes the hub from them to operate to get other supplies. So they are dating other people and sleeping with, and humping other people and dumping them while they are in a relationship or marriage with you. This is what you have out there. And they are on dating sites. This is how they get their bait and supply. They bait you hook, line, and sinker. And ladies and gentlemen, one way you solve this problem is that you have to be a rifle. What is a rifle? A rifle is used to one shot, one deal, get the target. get the target, you take out the target. Right? I didn't want to say the K word because, YouTube. But yeah. So if you focus on what you want, what's best for you, what partner that you're looking for, and you focus on that, that'll keep you out of this situation. What does a rifle do? For a person that's using a rifle, and what a rifle is made for is for you to lock in on one specific target and take them out. And it can sometimes it's multiple, but you lock in on one first and then you go to the next one. But for the main part, you got one target, and if it's multiple, you focus on that main target. But what you focus on, what you want, and it got a scope. You zoom in, you lock in on that target, and you take the shot. One shot, one deal, and there you go. That's that. You get your target. If you end up being a shotgun, which is a shotgun, it's full of pellets. It spreads out. It's everywhere. It's the whole crowd is everywhere. And this is what narcissists do. For the most part, especially these hump and dump narcissists, this is what they do. They spread out everywhere. They just humping and dumping. This one, that one, that one, that one, humping and dumping. That's all they about. And that's all they want to do. And you'll end up being like them if you spread yourself out to everyone instead of if you be a shotgun and spread yourself out to everyone, you'll just end up dating everyone and dating instead of being a rifle and focusing on the target of what you want, that exact thing, and you take the shot. One shot, one deal. Think about it. Think about the narcissist when they discard you or ghost you. They discard you and ghost you for another partner. So ladies and gentlemen, think about it. When you was with the narcissist, how long it took? Days, months, weeks, years? What happened? They ghost you, discard you, went to another person, right? Now think about how many times they had done that within a relationship. Some once, some multiple times. In my case, it was for years with someone a long time ago. It was all the time. Now think about all these other partners she were dealing with, and she was only with them for a short period of time. She was just humping and dumping while trying to be in a relationship with me to have as primary supply. Why she do this, which in most cases it will end because I would just wipe my hands. But the problem was keep going back and reuniting with forgiving and reuniting a relationship, which I should never done, which you should never do. So think about that. All the time for years, all the time it just happened. Ghosts discard me or just ghosts out of the blue, just with somebody else, don't even know, then come back. So think about how many times that was, how many different people that was. And it was only for a short period of time. So this is what most people are dealing with right now. And if you don't be a rifle, become a rifle, this is what's going to keep happening. Because this is majority of the people that's out there that's on the dating scene. Most of these toxic narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths, that's all they about. They just want to have fun. They're not looking for a committed relationship. They'll fool you and tell you that and put on a false image so that they can get you. See, narcissists lie to you. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear just to get you. To get you is important. You can't be on a date with a narcissist and tell them, well, I'm looking to get married. I want to have kids. They'll lie and tell you that. They'll tell you they want that. If they want to, they will. And you'll be thinking that, and next thing you know what happened. You got humped, then you got dumped. And then some of them don't have to lie about it, because you still end up dealing with them and they still able to hump and dump you. And then before you even get that out, or they don't even say it, you'll tell them it, and then you don't even tell them it sometimes. And then they just hump and dump you because that's all they about. And even then, they're not worried about it, because whether you tell them that or not, if you tell them that, They'll lie if they want to, and they just act like they with it so they can get you, hump and dump you, because narcissists don't like losing and don't like rejection. So they're not gonna lie. They're not gonna tell the truth and say, "Oh well, I'm not about that," and just walk away, because now they're fixated on winning. So they're like, "Nah, I gotta get he or she, him or her. I gotta get them. I got to win." So it's a game. So they'll lie, say that, hump and dump, and then go about their business. And this happens all the time. And sometimes you don't even say nothing, and then that's what happened, because that's what they all about. That's why there's a lot of dating sites now, ladies and gentlemen. This is why every time you turn around, it's a new dating site. Everybody's dating. Because narcissists are on the scene. And when you're really a true person, not looking to be you're not a narcissist, you're looking for the right one, and you're a good human being, right? You end up just dealing with these people, so you'll end up being stuck in this forever, because you don't change up your approach.